Hello. Welcome to the Forest Haven. You must be with the supply vessel, yes? To pick up a shipment for the professor. Very well. I trust your journey was a pleasant one. You may follow me if you like. I've already prepared everything. However, you may need some assistance taking it down the path. The crates are a bit heavy and quite fragile, as I'm sure you've been made aware. But there is no rush. You're quite welcome to take some time and enjoy the haven. It is a quiet retreat, a lovely place to meditate and recharge, and all are welcome. Forgive me, I do not believe we have ever met. I am the caretaker of sorts here. Oh, it sounds much more important than it actually is. Don't be too impressed. I simply tend to the gardens and the crocs when they're here, as well, of course, as the great Deku tree. Do you know much of the tree or the haven? The great Deku tree is the spirit of the earth, a guardian of the forest. He has lived for many, many years. His wisdom is vast, and he is kind, fatherly, a protector, particularly of his small woodland children, the crow. You will see a few of them wandering about. Do not be alarmed by them. They are sweet, gentle things. They will do you no harm, though you may find them to be curious. Many of them are not within the haven currently. Every year there is a special ceremony, and some of the children travel all over the great sea, planting young saplings upon the islands. It is done for the hope that, as the forests spread and the trees grow, the islands themselves shall grow bit by bit, and one day we may see beautiful spreads of forests and vast rolling hills and green pastures, that all might travel and enjoy and live bountifully. Oh yes, it certainly sounds quite the lofty pursuit. It is a slow process, but patience is a virtue. You are well traveled, Captain. I'm quite sure that in those travels you have come across some lands that were born one seed from this peaceful haven at a time. The great Deku tells me that this ceremony has been taking place for a very, very long time. Longer than our history records can recall. But through that care and cultivation, we have the beautiful islands we do now, and they will only continue to grow. Good things take time, and there are some things in this world that are just worth waiting for. They're worth dedication and persistence, tenderness and care and hope. Wouldn't you agree, Captain? I certainly hold it true in my own heart. That's why I am here, and why I don't know that I'll ever leave. Oh yes, I came to this place long ago, or so it seems. It's been quite a few years at the very least. My life was filled with turmoil, uncertainty, and pain. The world had not always been so kind. I was very weary of that life, of that existence. I'd heard of the haven, delicate whispers on the winds, murmurs of fantastical creatures, and an ever-flowing stream that promised solace to all that drank of it. I did not have much to lose. There was so little I had left. Purpose was not one of them, though I often wished it were. I longed for a way to clean the slate, as you might say. A way to start over, perhaps. A way out. Just anything, truly, to calm the storms. So I came here. It was far beyond what I could have imagined it to be. I drank of the stream. I slept in the soft grass, beneath the light of the forest flies. Tiny kaleidoscopes, ever changing their colors. That first night brought me more comfort than I had ever known. Counsel from the great tree taught me much. The most important thing being introspection, evaluating myself and my wants and desires for this life. All I ever wanted was peace. I found that here. I was happy, tending to the gardens, making friends with the woodland children. The great tree allowed me to stay for as long as I would like. And for the first time in my life, I felt I had belonging, purpose. I am free. Free to stay, but free to go whenever I would like. Most importantly, free to make my own choice. Knowing that I could do anything now only reaffirms my happiness here. I do travel occasionally, but this is my home now. And I think when you find that, when you finally find it, particularly after a strenuous life, when you find your home, you build your life. And I'm quite happy with my life. I am rambling a bit. Do forgive me. I suppose it's a habit I've picked up from the great tree. And when we get visitors, those weary travelers, not unlike myself, who come to rest their bones, I've become accustomed to traversing the innermost thoughts, having someone to talk with or listen to. It's just as cleansing as the haven's mystical waters, and it's just as good for you, if not more so. Never underestimate the power of connection. not just with the earth, but with another soul as well. While the water does wonders to heal the body and the mind, it is not a complete cure for everything. It does need the occasional guidance. Have you ever partaken of the Haven Spring? I see. What you have experienced outside of this place is a different sort of version of it. The water does not retain its purity for too long outside of the haven, but it is taken and mixed into various potions and medicines, which in turn get shipped to physicians all across the Great Sea. The professor is a remarkable individual who perfected and evolved these recipes to help so many in need. It is truly a marvelous and selfless endeavor which the professor has dedicated their life to. I have met the professor a few times. They come here now and then for a quiet refuge, to consult with the great tree and work on their research peacefully. They are quite the character, but an absolutely genuine soul. I very much enjoy it when they come by. We often talk for hours upon end. In fact, you are delivering these crates to them. Do you think perhaps you could deliver something else for me as well? It's a small trinket. It will fit snugly in your pocket. I do quite appreciate it. I've quite enjoyed meeting you, but I'm afraid there are other matters which require my attention. Do you need further assistance from myself? Very well. If you do, just let one of the little Koroks know. They'll come find me. Safe travels, Captain. May the winds guide you home to take root, wherever that may be.